of my life, can't get to the finish line. Still I try. Wonder why it's such a fight, then I come to realize I was losing, I was learning to win, to win, to win. I was losing, I was getting it in. All the time I was at my worst, couldn't win, just couldn't come first. Still I tried, and I thought I wasn't good enough, made me feel like I should give it up. Still I tried, kept my feet glued to the ground, kept my head held high above, pull my bootstraps up and run in my quest to be number one. I was losing, I was learning to win, to win, to win. I was losing, I was getting it in. I may have fell 1,000 times with my eyes on the finish line. Still I try. A few steps seems 1,000 miles, but I never look back, not one time. Still I try. Like a horse with blinders on, I kept it moving, no distraction. Like a jockey on a mission, in the saddle trying to get it done, get it done. I was losing, I was learning to win, to win, to win. I was losing, I was getting it in. Sometimes I wanna cry, but I keep it bottled up inside. Sometimes I wanna cry, but I make like all is fine. I was losing, I was learning to win, to win, to win. I was losing, I was getting it in. I was losing, I was learning to win, to win, to win. I was losing, I was getting it in. I was losing, I was learning to win, to win, to win. I was losing, I was getting it in. In the race of my life, can't get to the finish line. Still I try. Wonder why it's such a fight, then I come to realize I was learning to
Welcome
win.
to another episode of From the Couch. I'm JoJo Mac, and that was Learning to Win from my album Get Out of the Way. Yes, it's another song about not giving up. You know, if anyone knows me and knows about my musical life, they'll know that I never give up. And I will never give up. And instead of diminishing with age, I'm getting better with age, and I feel so good about it. My voice is strong and still beautiful, if I should say so myself. And you know, I still feel like, you know, I can stand in any arena and be relevant. And you know, that's the important part of staying in the game, you know, being able to stay in the game, because staying in the game could mean you're there and you're not relevant or functional, and you know, you're just barely scraping through. It's not so in this case. I'm strong as ever, and you know, have so much more to give. I just hope the mass get to see it, you know, sometime. You know, everyone get to see it. There are some people out there who knows what I'm capable of, and you know, they show the appreciation for it, and that's how come I get to get the shows that I do get, and you know, the recognition that I get from time to time. So with my music, you know, so yeah. But today I really want to talk about the books. As you notice, they're ever present when I'm doing my show, this show. And you know, it's another one of my, the things I'm proud about, the books. Who knew that I was gonna get one book, much less two, and getting ready very soon to put out my third. I know I talked about that before. I don't want to jump the gun too much because I might even change the title of the next book, because that one I think is gonna be called Jamaican Gangster Girl. There are some people telling me don't change it. It suits the story, because I have people who in my corner or very close to me who know what's going on, right? So yes, this one, my very first, is called Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes. And when I started writing this book, it was called so many different names: The Proof in the Pudding, something about porridge, all kinds of things, Some porridge hot, some porridge cool. Everybody know that little phrase from Jamaica, right? So by the time I finished writing it, it was all about secrets. And so I decided to name it Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes, because what I was trying to get out of writing this book was this beautiful friendship, kind of waiting to exhale kind of thing. But it didn't turn out that way with that beautiful thing where at the end of the day, the women in waiting to exhale, they were still friends and, having a party. No, it didn't end up that way with this book. With this book, it turned out that some friendships became really bitter. There were some losses as well. People tend to not trust people in the way they did when they first started out. Things like that. You find that the person that you are closest to, the person that you trust the most, is the most danger to you. That kind of thing poses the most danger. Things like that. And when I was finished with this book, it turned out that, wow, it felt like a masterpiece. It really felt like a masterpiece. And by the time I finished reading through this book, Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes, I really realized that I have a movie on my hand. Please read the book and tell me it's not a movie. Read the book and tell me it's not a movie. This is a movie right here in the making, to be made. This is a movie waiting to be made. Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes by moi. This is a movie waiting to be made. This movie, and I'm not talking about Element or Lifetime movie. I'm talking about a real big screen thing waiting to be made. But I would settle for a Lifetime movie. I guess I would do that. But this is a big screener, okay? Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes. And I just want to talk about it today, simply just to remind you that it's here, that, it's another part of what I do. It's my works, part of the works. It's at the other side of the works. Aside from the singing and writing songs. Yeah, so Secrets, Mixed Up Mood and Deadly Attitudes. When I finished this book though, I realized that there were a lot of things left in a cliffhanger, so to speak. The story need to be finished. I didn't finish telling the story. I feel like I didn't finish telling the story. Like there were so many ends that need to be tied up. So hence part 2 of Secrets Unmasked. By the way, Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitude came out in 2015, and this one came out in 2021. We're talking about 6 years later for part 2. And believe it or not, I finished writing it like a year and a half after I published that one. But yeah, we published this one like 6 years later. I promise you're not gonna have to wait another 6 years for the next book. Of course, it won't be a part anything, but part 1. There's one part to this book. I promise you, I will never write another book that I have to do part 2 to. Okay? Never again a part 2. It is just too complicated. It's just too much to think about. Yeah, so this is Secrets Unmasked. And it's a very good part 2 movie, okay? Secrets part 1 and part 2. That's 2 whole movies right there, okay? 2 whole movies. Yeah. Or like, a mini series. two big screen movies are a mini series. So I just want to remind you that these books are here, for your consumption. Yeah, Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes, and Secrets Unmasked, written by moi. Okay. Yeah, so I've not been sitting and twiddling my thumbs, and I just want you guys, you avid readers out there, you people who love to read novels, don't just wait for the big New York Times bestsellers. You'd be surprised how many bestsellers there are in little books like this one. So Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes is about 346 pages, and this one is 299 pages. So yeah, they're 2 big enough books, but someone told me that they read the first one, Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes, in 3 evenings, not entire days, 3 evenings, because they had to go to work, and when they came home from work, they stayed up so late they couldn't wait to get to the book. And I hope that they feel the same way about part 2, because if you get part 1, you have to get part 2. But I'm pleading to you, try the book. Go and get a copy of the book, of both of them. Get a copy and read it if you love to read. And it makes beautiful gifts as well for people who like to read. Of course, you're not gonna get your grandma who don't read a JoJo Mac book to read. And I don't know if you want grandma to read that anywhere, because the things that JoJo Mac talk about in the books, I don't know if it's for grandma's ears, especially if grandma go to church. I don't know if it's for her ears, because, let me put it this way. The language can be really peppery in there, Yeah, the language can be peppery and maybe over the top sexy. I'm using sexy because we don't want to use a word that really describes some of the language. But yeah, it's and it's not all over the book. It's just in places, little spots of flavor. So check out Secrets, Mixed Up Moods and Deadly Attitudes, and Secrets Unmasked. Yeah. So this is where I get to the point where I do a little piece of a song for you, or maybe a whole song, depending on how I'm feeling. But I like to do a little piece so you can go check out the rest, right? Yeah? All right, so here we go. They should know I'm living out loud, feeling the crowd out, making some noise. I'm doing it proud out. I'm living my life. My future looks bright. I'm keeping it alive. Celebrating my life. Of myself with confidence. In the game, not on the bench. Making money, never, never, ever rest. Just check out my fanciness. Stepping out with my crew. They swear I made of money. Know the boss is up in the club. VIP, the one trying to please me, 'cause they know the boss is me. I'm living out loud, feeling the crowd, making some noise. I'm doing it proud, I'm living my life. My future's bright, I'm keeping it alive. Celebrating my life to the max. Buy nice things and pay my tax. Make more money, never, never, ever stop. Keeping it up to the top. Do my thing, do it big. Take it to a new horizon. Do it like nobody can. Say take wine, I have never been shy. Make more money, never, never, ever quit. That's why I'm the boss of this. I'm on a roll, living bold. Thank you so much. This is where I say bye-bye.
That's it for this episode of From the Couch with JoJo Mac. Please don't forget to like and share and comment. And if you haven't, subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when the next upload happens. Thank you.